Hey, what's up guys? Just going to do another quick redo of the previous video that I did here on my Traxxas Frankinpede. The other video I didn't like the way it turned out, so I'm redoing it here. Just going to quickly go through and give a little bit about the truck itself, how it's evolved, and basically what it looks like now. So we're going to go back and start from the beginning. We started out as a basic Traxxas Stampede VXL 4x4 with the Valenion system. It's kind of gone through a few changes of bodies and ended up all the way up to this scale. Big scale. Even going from standard tires to the monsters here. This is a 3.8 inch trencher wheel mounted and stretched with a 2.8 inch trencher tire stretched over it, so they're a little wider, but still with the 17mm hub. Very nice, looks nice, rides nice. But back to the task at hand here. Got a nice little HPI Ford Bronco body here. Pretty sick airbrushing on the front, very nice. A few other things. I thought it would be a cool touch to put the screen material on the back, help with some airflow and different things. So we're going to go ahead and take this body off and take a look inside. Starting off, we're going to start from the wheels up. 2.2 mudslingers, normally for a crawler, but they do fit nice onto the Stampede with a 17mm hub, 17mm hub conversion from Traxxas. Move up in here into our shock area. Big Proline shocks. These things make jumping insanely great. With the shock absorbance of them, they run about $52 for the set. That's either back or front. They're about $52, but world of difference. I actually chose these over the big bore shocks by Traxxas just because of some different reviews, and they are adjustable, of course, with your screws here. Got some aluminum turnbuckle ends here for your camber adjustment, basically turning the tire in out this way. Helps with the I don't exactly know what it's called, but it's so this tire turns in. So if you imagine if you're wheeling, both tires are constantly tracking towards the center and not trying to turn the truck off to the side. So those are very nice. Have a sway bar kit here that I installed. It was super easy to install, by the way. The hardest part is getting these links mounted all the way down here, but overall very easy to install. All the way up here to our Proline body mount kit. As you can see, this is a screw. It doesn't have your standard tab, so it makes for a much smaller hole in your body, as well as not ripping those cotter pins all the way through the body if you do flip. STRC shock tower. I wanted to go with some blue aluminum because, of course, the original Valenion system was blue. So you're going to see a lot of blue anodized aluminum in here. You've got a clear pinion and spur gear cover. I like this because you can actually see if you get trash inside your little compartment there. Did put I'm not sure if this is actually called the bulkhead or not, but a bulkhead's more underneath and attaches all back here. This motor mount piece that the motor mount attaches to, that's anodized aluminum with this new aluminum plate. This came with the Traxxas battery hold down for the slash frame, because you can definitely see it's a much wider frame than the Stampede frame that is hanging up there. Not this frame, but this frame. So much wider chassis. It stretches it out probably 4 inches or so. But I like it because it's basically just turns it into a Frankenstein. We have the Castle 6900 4-pole brushless motor, and you can't really see it. I did cover it up, but this is the Castle Sidewinder 3 ESC with this is actually a Castle motor fan sticky tape on the sides, and it holds down quite nicely and does cool pretty well as well. And I moved the normal wiring hold down should go in this hole by default, but it was sticking my wires up too high and they were coming outside the body, so I didn't like that, so I moved it over here to kind of hold them down, secure them a little better. And then I made this custom motor mount, or not motor mount, I'm sorry, custom on-off switch. This is basically just some white Lexan that's super glued to the side and cut to fit around the edge of your on-off switch so it doesn't come out. It's in there, it's not going anywhere. As well as the mount for the speed controller here. Standard 2S LiPo. This is a 25C, 5000 milliamp LiPo battery, Traxxas ends. Had to, of course, solder those on there, but it went on really easy. Standard servo for now. I do have a high torque servo, the 2055 that I'm going to put on there. I just have to waterproof it first. Still the same receiver on the inside, just moved it up here from the Traxxas, because if you have a slash, you know that your receiver goes here. That's pretty much it for the motor compartment. Moving on up to the front, we got RPM heavy duty bumper, and still STRC. Yeah, you can see it, STRC shock tower in the front. Lots of shiny stainless steel screws throughout. There's only a few that I didn't replace, like on the servo, of course, but those are factory Traxxas. Still running stock axles. Ran these stock axles with the old Valenion motor, 3500, with a 3S LiPo. This 5000 milliamp hour 35C 3S LiPo from Venom. This thing is a beast. So we'll get back inside here. We do have some, it's basically all aluminum steering on the outside, from your knuckles to your actual turnbuckles to the 17mm hub. Everything in there is aluminum, blue anodized, of course. Since I went with the complete blue theme on this truck, I'm going to flip it over so you can kind of see underneath of it a little bit. There we go. This is from T-Bone Racing. Pretty self-explanatory for what it does. Helps you keep from getting rocks up in here, because I can't even fit my finger completely underneath there. So, but it keeps the rocks from getting right there in your drive shaft. But you can see all aluminum. You can't really see it, but there's all aluminum servo parts underneath there as well. The T-Bone Racing, that's a really great addition to the truck. There are going to be more upgrades to come. I'm definitely planning on pulling out this motor and speed controller and running in with the Mamba Monster, which is, instead of being the smaller can, which is, I don't remember how many millimeters, I want to say 54 millimeters. The Mamba Monster is a 70 something millimeter can, so it's going to stick out, and it would actually run into the speed controller. I would actually have to do some trimming here to make that motor fit, just to give you an idea how much longer the Mamba Monster is versus the 4-pole motor here. So definitely have to relocate speed controller to this location, stretch motor out to here, and then I can run, you know, much larger batteries for a longer time. So, but overall, this is a complete setup. Traxxas Frankinpede. I do have some videos up of it running already. I'm waiting on my GoPro camera to get here for Wednesday, which will be day after tomorrow. Pick that bad boy up at work, and then I'll have some HD video coming your way. Thanks for watching.